Hello guys, Ethonan here. This is Daily Grind. This is Saint Seiya Awakening, and I want to show you today a font composition that I designed a bit ago, but I decided to give it a run, even though they are not very well built up yet, because it uses non-meta characters. And let me change real quick here. Which one? Well, not this one. Yeah, let me change this. It's going to go like this. It's not gonna have a Kiki, and it's gonna have characters that are usually avoided by people. Now I need my ace, and it's probably not going to work very well right now because these guys are not optimized and they are pretty weak. This guy, oh yeah, shit, didn't have time. Okay, so this is not the composition I wanted, but let's see how it performs. Mostly because Black Swan doesn't work if there's no Hyoga or Camus on the field. And I lost my healer right now. So let's try to kill his marine. And I'm missing my deterrent because I needed Mu instead of Black Swan. This is not a high damaging composition, not by any stretch of the word. And it's mostly going to work on reflecting damage, but I need Mu to get some survivability. So let's try this again. And of course I'm going against characters, well, against players that have level 70 and 80 units, and most of these guys are just level 60. Okay, so this is more like it. So is, and where's Mu? Here's Mu. Alright, so let's start poisoning people because this is a poisoning comp. And Misty and Mu are there to catch and reflect damage. Okay, this is what Misty does. Those swirling things you are seeing on the screen are just reflect barriers. And Misty can cast Taunt on an enemy and force him to attack. So this is how it works. You're going for the long run because you have to gather enough energy for the Pope Arles to do his thing. And let's reduce damage on Aloya and try to taunt again with, yes, taunt again with this guy. And this is where things get fun, because you send these guys to another dimension. That's the name of that attack. Now, every time the enemy takes an action, they have a small chance of being sucked into another dimension, and they don't do any damage at all, like this. So and then the kicker, you use the Satan Imperial Fist on the highest damaging opponent. Now he's confused, and my whole theme is to full health again. There is a small chance that they are going to attack themselves. Now the trick here is that poison from these guys reduces the attacking damage. Doesn't matter if it's physical or magical. Both China and Hydra, that's the guy on the far right, reduce attack overall. And now I'm going to protect the Pope again with Mu. And just keep attacking. See, the opponents just go into another dimension. It has a 2-turn cooldown, so the rest of the time you're going to be using the Satan Imperial Fist. But you have to improve the chances using Cosmos for hit chance on the Pope, so it sticks. And again, send them to another dimension to give you time to set up again, heal if necessary, and repeat. So now I'm gonna focus on Marine, because that heal is crazy. And Nachi has a very nasty attack that increases damage if the enemy has poison stacks. And the rest of your team is protected by the barriers that Misty sets up. So let's go for an early, and also Nachi can make your team skip turns. Okay, so we're properly set up now. So I'm going to try a couple of fights. Okay, so now I have to finish Kiki off. Piece of cake, now that he's the last member on his team. Now, unlike on my Awakening account, these guys are not optimized at all. I have Misty maxed in skills, and Shaina and Ichi of the Hydra, you can see that Ichi is just level 40. But as soon as the enemy gets some poison stacks on him, they become pretty vulnerable. Oh, and my Pope is also level 40. So they are pretty low level. So let's try another one at random, just to see how this lineup holds up against newer characters. You can build this team in the current version, and the mechanics are the same, so you can expect the same results or better. And I'm really thinking about updating this thing. Now, Shaina, when she attacks with the Thunderclaw, she gives a speed to the whole team, so everybody is faster. So first turn, you have to be tanky enough to catch at least one attack and not dying. So that didn't work out. I'm out of Anachi, but I'm about to take care of Saga. So more speed, more reflect, and I'm going to protect. Oh, I can't because I have to heal people first. But now I have 4 wind barriers up, so if Saga uses his AoE again, he's probably going to kill himself. Yeah, just like that. Yeah, these guys are way higher than I am. Yeah, level 80, but still, I was able to survive this. So what I'm going to do is try to send them to another dimension. And since that hit was pretty high, yeah. But this is still holding out pretty well, even considering the difference in levels. So I might start developing this team. It's just a matter of getting the Pope on the Awakening version. But I'm having a lot of fun with this one. So you can try that out. So let's go check what they have equipped actually. Oh, I got a crane. Yeah, another card. Let's go check. So my Mu here is just level 40, I believe. No, level 60. And only has 2 skills at level 2. 7 cents fully awakened. So let's check his Cosmos here. Need to change some of this. The seal and the Pope is level 40, and you can use this. Yeah, I have to increase his hit chance a whole lot, but that's pretty much a valid build for the Awakening version. And now Misty I have kind of up, still not maxed out. But it's also on unoptimized Cosmos. So now Nachi level 40. Still not maxed out. I think I have. Oh no, I don't have Cosmos and the skills for him. So what's his build? So this one And finally, China, level 60, almost maxed out. We still need a lot of cards for her. I don't remember how you get that skin, but it's quest granted. You have to complete something. You can buy this, you can get this with coupons. I think it's PvP if I remember correctly. And her Cosmos. This one is new, grants speed and physical damage and penetration against defense. But meanwhile you can use the new moons. Instead of this, you use either the full moons for speed, or if you want critical damage you use the Stolt. Those are valid for the Awakening version. It's a pretty fun composition. I'm gonna work on that and get back at you as soon as I have them at least to full level 60 on all of them, because that's a very, very fun composition right there. I'm not including another guy that you can exchange in use of the Pope, because the character hasn't been released yet on the Awakening version. But instead of being a defense tanking composition that slows down and reduces damage on the opponent, it turns into a full weakening combo. And the character in question is one of the Spectres, and it's a B card. So this is pretty cheap to level up. It's this guy, Deep Niobe, but he hasn't been released yet in Awakening. He will be. So you keep an eye out for him, because this is a pretty cool character and it's just a B card. So you can get him through normal summons without much trouble. There was no event for summoning here on the Chinese version, so I'm saving up gems. I have 77 summoning stars right now, so I'm waiting for the prices for PvP this week to maybe reach 100 gems, summoning stars, for the next big event, and I'm going to be making a video. It's going to go into my Spanish channel, but you can check it out. There's a new character coming out right now. He's available just on this gachapon machine right now, but he's probably going to be the next summoning event. That's Gold Armor Hyoga, and he looks pretty cool. I have seen videos of him in action from the test server, and he looks like a very, very nice addition to the game, because he forces the enemy to attack somebody in particular. So it's kind of a reverse Cassius, where Cassius protects a low health ally. Hyoga instead forces the opponent to attack somebody in particular. So this already looks like a resurgence on Mu, and also for Lizard Misty, because if you can force people to attack those two, you can get a lot of shenanigans going on. So that was a composition showcase. If you have any other suggestion that you want to see in action, leave that in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like, leave your comments. As soon as possible, I will be answering your questions directly in the comment section. So see you around, see you next time. Remember, keep grinding on.